Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. I'm ready to get busy. Kind of busy doing some running. Been all over town past couple of days. Got my canopy plug dropped off. Yeah, guys, for that price, I can't beat it. He said he can even save me money on material. So my scroll saw, I have a sneaky suspicion. I kind of bypassed the switch this morning, trying to wire it up direct. Still didn't work. I think it was the reset button on the back of it. It just don't act like it pushes right. You know, and that thing's always worked good. And then one time I went to turn it on, nothing happened. I think, because it's a $200 saw. I told old boy I didn't want to stick a lot of money in it. But if he can fix it for 50 bucks, down here at Richmond Electric, been taking stuff in there for years, electrical stuff, and see if I can't get my dang scroll saw fixed. I got a bunch of wood to be cutting out. Oh, that's another thing I gotta do today. I gotta order some more balsa. I got a bunch laid up. I'm ready to and take this one in the house. It was starting to crystallize quite a bit. You put it in anytime you got epoxy crystallizing, gets real thick, won't come out. Microwave it 5 seconds. That's all it takes. Bam, fixed. Fixed. Okay. I got my ribs cut out for my elevators, and I got my shafts drilled. So I got 2 holes, piece of wire, exactly the same size hole. And I got 2 wires on each one, 2 ribs. What that does is it takes the load off the surface. And so I forget, one of the makers was having trouble with their stabs coming apart. It's because they put little blocks of wood in there and just one rod. Well, if you got one block of wood, it wants to separate it. You know, it's always wanting to separate that block of wood. This takes that out of it. You can see 2 of them take the load off the edge of my foam. Two of them takes the load off of this, so it's not wanting to separate it all the time, you know, because if you just had one, this would be wanting to go up and down, and it'd be constantly trying to separate it, just like one block of wood with a hole drilled through it. You know, it's always wanting to separate. That's my theory anyway. Okay, now I need to glue this together. Got me some little clips, little pieces of wood. A little epoxy, a little bit of cotton flock. We like the cotton flock. I tell you what, guys, once you start using cotton flock, you can't live without it, man. Okay, now we got to make sure we get the right one in the right hole. The big one is the inside one. Right there. Alright. Good epoxy, just a gush out. And clamp that piece of wood. Well, the Bobble wife has been on the computer looking for a new puppy. I think she found one. We gotta go to Oklahoma. It's just 4 weeks old now. We feel bad for Sammy. We don't want her to be alone. We want her to have a buddy. You know, I feel like dogs communicate. Dogs, you know, just like people, you know, don't want to be alone. Okay, get that squared up. Now, we need the small one, which is this one. Bam, beautiful. It's just beautiful. Block of wood there. She already had a box of wood on the other side, pre-glued. Bam. And if they ain't exactly across, that's all right. I like that anyway, because when they get compressed into the mold, it kind of tweaks them a little bit, putting a positive pressure on them pins, and it won't develop no slack. It kind of preloads them pins. You know what I mean? Because they're just a little bit off. One of them's going up, but when you clamp the mold down, I mean, it don't take much pressure. But that preloads all them pins, man, and there'll never be no slop in it. Know what I mean? Never burn. Know what I mean? Never burn. Man, I gotta get that part ordered for my F-16 too, so I can get my turbine back in there. There's one. Now this is all the small clips I got. Let this set up. And before I can do the other one. The big clips weigh so much they want to pull these things crooked.